Hello, 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 chat. Hope we're all having a wonderful Monday. Um, my Monday has been odd, but you know, that's a-okay. We're gonna be playing some Mario today. Specifically, some Christmas-themed Mario. Yes, that's right. Christmas-themed Mario. How wonderful. Today we're gonna be playing a hack called Mario's Christmas Adventure by Saffros. You've been awake for like an hour. I've been awake for like 2 hours. So I've got you beat there. But yeah, I found a hack that was perfect for the mood that I was in, which is to say, to play some Mario, but also for it to be Christmas themed. It's only got about 5 levels, as you can see. It says 0 to 5 exits up there at the top left now. And it shouldn't take us too long to get through, as it's not apparently a particularly hard hack. But, you know, I am platform challenged, so maybe it'll be more difficult than I expect. Who's to say? Christmas time begins. It's got some custom sprites in it. That's something I do know about it, you know? These Koopas, they've got their winter gear on. And these Spinies are covered in snow. But yeah, I've been trying. As an adult, I've come to the realization that, like, no one else is going to put me in the Christmas mood, right? So I have to do it myself. As a kid, it always felt like Christmas because, you know, my mom would take me to see Christmas lights and she'd play Christmas music. I'm not supposed to spin there. She'd play Christmas music, you know? As an adult, there have been very many years when it's like, oh, right, it's December. It doesn't feel like Christmas at all. So, was I supposed to grab that? Yeah, I was definitely supposed to grab that. I'm gonna make it feel like Christmas for myself. Oop, not supposed to re-grab there. But yeah, all I did to find this was look up Mario Christmas Kaizo, and there it was. It's very, very simple. It's like the first Google result, so that's nice. That being said, I was looking for like a bunch of hacks, you know, like 4, 5, maybe 6 of them. And yeah, I didn't really manage to find very many. Apparently making specifically Kaizo hacks that are Christmas themed is not a very popular thing to do. I found a ton of absolutely cool looking regular Mario hacks, but I'm not really a regular Mario kind of guy. Yeah, I want to say like 2019 was probably like, or maybe 2020 now that I think about it, was probably the year in my adult life where like, I was like, oh right, Christmas is like 4 days away, and I hadn't heard a single Christmas song. There hadn't been a single day of the year so far that was like, quote unquote, Christmas weather. Right? It had been hot all of December. But sometimes it's just like that in Florida. Did I see Harada is leaving Namco? Yes, I did see that Harada, the creator of Tekken, is leaving Bandai Namco. I honestly find that incredibly depressing and kind of a bad sign. This is a weird shell jump there. I find that a little bit depressing and an incredibly bad sign for like the future of Tekken, because Tekken 8, in my opinion, is not in a great state right now. Right? And him leaving while it's in such a bad place can't be good. Plus, Harada is one of my brothers in arms. He's an Idolmaster fan. Okay, I have to time that differently. And Bandai losing another Idolmaster fan, that can't be good. They're gonna kill off my girls soon. And then what will I be left with? Lorelei redeemed water the plant. I'm just drinking normal water today, so sorry about that. You don't follow Tekken that much, but he always seemed like he really enjoyed making Tekken. Yeah, it seemed like that was his baby, you know? Like for the last 30 years, that's what he poured his life into. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a good thing long-term for Tekken. Because, like I said, Tekken is not in a good place right now. I personally don't think. Tekken 8 came out and people liked it, but were quickly finding issues with it, and then Season 2 exacerbated those issues, made them worse. I went from someone that watched a lot of Tekken in the Tekken 7 days to someone I don't watch Tekken at all anymore. I don't watch it, I don't play it, I have almost zero interest in Tekken at all. Lorelei reached a 5-stream streak. Wow. Crazy. Bro. So I expect this act will only take me a couple of hours, and then I guess I'll just stop streaming for the day. I don't know. I didn't have, like I mentioned, what the fuck? Why aren't you grabbing that shell, you bastard? Like I mentioned, I wanted to grab a whole ton of hacks, Christmas themed hacks, and just play a bunch of them, right? For the whole rest of the month, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I found 2 of them. What? Why aren't you fucking grabbing the shell, you bastard? Been to Walmart so much lately. Too much Christmas music. Oh. Yeah. I can understand that. I'm not a Christmas music lover. There are a few Christmas songs I like, but most of the time... What? Bro, Mario, just grab the shell. Most of the time, Christmas music gets on my nerves more than anything. Dude, this little bastard refuses to grab the shell. If I could get P-speed there, I would be fine to just jump it, but I can't get P-speed there. 12 Days of Christmas is such a crappy song. You're tired of hearing it? Yeah, I really don't like that one. There's also that Wham song that my sister really likes that she plays all the time, and Mariah Carey. Those are two songs. Last Christmas and All I Want for Christmas Is You. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. Noble Origami Redeem. Provide cat picture, Mr. Streamer Man. Whoa. Crazy. I will provide for you a cat picture. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do this one, since it is somewhat related to Christmas. So, many years back, the chair I'm currently sitting in was given to me as a Christmas gift from two of my brothers. This is a picture of my cat, Jet, trying and failing to sit on the top of this chair. He did not know what to do with himself. The top of this chair is very thin, and this pillow is not very supportive, right? He desperately wanted to sit up there and watch me play Counter-Strike at the time, but he just... he couldn't. Ah, the Racer gaming chair. Yes, yes. This one is S-Racer. Some brand I've never heard of, but you know. It is what it is. Racer chairs are huge right now. In the corporate office that my normal job takes place in, right? There are like 5-6 people that are like normal office people that have freaking what's that brand? Not Alienware. They have Razer gaming chairs. And it's absolutely baffling to me why they would have spent, as just like normal people, the money that it costs to get a Razer gaming chair instead of just buying a nice chair. You know? Okay, you bastard. Mario, I wish you would just grab the fucking shell. It's really funny to imagine a bunch of people working in an office in a fancy-ass gaming chairs. Yeah. You say fancy, but you mean expensive, because they're not fancy. Having used a gaming chair, right, for like the last 5 years now, these chairs are not fancy. They're inconvenient and uncomfortable. Whoever was behind the marketing of being like, these are ergonomic, did a fantastic job, because they're just straight up lying. If I had to decide between this chair and the $5 IKEA plastic desk chair I got before this one, it would honestly be a hard choice, because the $5 chair at IKEA at least didn't take up all this room. And it was only slightly less comfortable. Bro, Mario, why can't you fucking grab the shell there, bro? Okay, I can try again. Bitch. Bitch! I know it's just because my positioning there is bad, but like... Come on. There we go. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I can't hesitate there. Bitch. Okay, cool. What? He disappeared altogether. I was like, okay, cool. He respawned. I'm gonna go jump on him again and try again. But nope, that motherfucker just decided to leave. There we go. All it took was one actual real attempt at that to go. Should you try one more time to get through field operation bullshit in FF14? No, you clearly don't. No, you clearly don't actually like the field operations. So no, you shouldn't. Motherfucker. Having a hard time just grabbing things today. Okay, I need to jump way later than that. Yeah, Lorelei, there's no reason for you to force yourself through a field operation in FF14. Unless there's some reason that there's something at the end that you really, really, really want. But even then, is it worth it? That motherfucker kept sliding. He kept sliding, even though it looked like he was about to stop sliding. You'll just play Dead by Daylight instead? Okay, never mind. Go back. Play FF14's field operations. Max out a Eureka weapon right now. Anything to avoid playing Dead by Daylight. Why would you do that to yourself? Dude, he just keeps sliding. I thought for sure he was gonna stop right there again. But he just kept going. Little dude is covered in butter or something. Like, jeez. He slows down and then he picks up speed again. Why play Dead by Daylight when Lost Planet 2 exists? No, you could just stop that sentence. Why play Dead by Daylight? Oh, I have to hold the jump button there? Duh. Play Evolve instead? Is that game even still playable? Can you still play Evolve? Oh. Ah! I don't know if I was supposed to keep that. I was supposed to keep that. Community Dead by Daylight Day when? $1 million. That's when. It needs to be enough money that, like, I can stop streaming forever because... I will not do that to my community and then expect to, like, get away unscathed, you know? Yeah, see, Pilot's got it right. Community Dead by Daylight is after Community Fortnite Day. Which, again, also $1 million for that. There we go. It's got a special end-of-level jingle, too. That's great. That's wonderful. Okay, so usually I would have, like, an automatic thing to update the exits, where I just press a button and it will automatically be like, ooh, +1, right? But I don't have that set up currently, and I tried to fix it before stream, but it wasn't an easy fix, so... What if they add Chihaya Kisaragi to Fortnite? Under that one specific circumstance will I play Fortnite again, okay? That is the one. However, she is an incredibly obscure character and in an incredibly obscure franchise, and she's part of, currently, the least popular branch, well, the second or third least popular branch of said franchise. So, I don't think that's gonna happen. Right? And even then, I'd play it, get the skin, see her do some stupid Fortnite dance or twerk or whatever, and uninstall and just, like, move on with my life. Anyway, we're going to be timing not the individual levels in this hack, but just the entire hack itself, because it's a short one, so... Oh, okay, I see what I'm doing here. This track sounds incredibly familiar. Oh, I'm supposed to spin jump there. Is this like a Donkey Kong track? That's what this sounds like to me. Chat, what's y'all's favorite, like, snow level theme in a game? Also, the more I hear this track, the more I'm absolutely 100% convinced it is a Donkey Kong Country song. One of the things that I have done in recent years to make it feel like Christmas is listen to tracks... Oh, supposed to go back over. Listen to tracks from games that are specifically, like, ice-themed or Christmas-themed or, you know... And there are some really nice tracks out there. Don't remember the level name, but the ice level from Banjo-Kazooie. You want to say Freeze Easy Peak. I've probably heard that at some point, but I kind of... So I was listening to a podcast recently, right? Castle Super Beast, for anybody that knows it. And one of the dudes on there recently played through Banjo-Kazooie for the first time. And he said something a bit controversial. He said he hates the banjo music, and I kind of agree with him. I don't like Banjo-Kazooie's music. Grant Kirkhope makes some good music a lot of the time, but something about Banjo-Kazooie's music just absolutely grinds my gears. Can't remember any snow level music from any game that you particularly like. Huh. Usually for me the snow levels are like stand out, but I also live in a place where in my entire life it snowed once, and it was not enough snow for it to like land on the ground, you know? Unless you count the final song in Halo 3 on the Warthog. I would count that. If it's a song that plays specifically at that section, and it's a section where there is, you know, snow, I would absolutely count that. Oh, I was supposed to drop it, not throw it. I'm stupid. The only thing you can think of is the Ice Dragon theme from Night Rain. Huh. Anyway, going back to Banjo-Kazooie, that's also just a game I really dislike. Visually and like feel wise, I just, anytime I hear Banjo's like I want to jump off a cliff. No, 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 no. Go down here. Thank you. You just remembered one, but you had to look it up? Well, hit me with it. What is Cryo's favorite snow level music? And boom, just like that. The second level was like 1,000,000 times easier. A certain zone in Endwalker night theme. Yeah, that snow zone in Endwalker, the night theme is very nice. Okay, that level was Getting Frosty. And this is Frosty Cave. Oh, wait. Update the thing. Update the thing. 2 of 5. You hate it here now? Why? Because I don't like Banjo-Kazooie? Or... Speaking of 14, you can say your most hated snow theme is Snow Cloak. Oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do there, okay. Oops, spin jump. Hating the music is blasphemy. I'm sorry. It's just... I don't know. It's all too goofy sounding. It's like bump, bump, bump. You know, like the bumps from the horned instruments are just like awful. I don't hate the entire soundtrack. There are a couple of... It's like a song or two from the first Banjo game that I like, but... Maybe the first level? No. The whole game soundtrack has that like bump, 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 like just goofy ass sounds. Oh. I'm sorry, but I'm a massive hater of basically everything Banjo and Kazooie. Everything Banjo-Kazooie, everything like Banjo-Kazooie. Fuck me. Bop hates Whimsy. See, everyone says that shit. Oh, well, you just like this thing, it must mean you hate Whimsy? No, I just hate that specific brand of Whimsy. It's awful. It sound bad. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. I was confused how I was supposed to get up there. I think the way it was Pat from Super Beast who brought it up. I think the way he mentioned it was just like, it feels like the game is making fun of you. The game is honking its clown nose at you and going, ha ha, right? And that just sounds awful. You know? That being said, this is not the first time I've been accused of hating Whimsy. There are other things that people consider whimsical that I really dislike. Like, the sound design of, like, old animated movies. I can't stand that either. Like, if I go watch, like a Cinderella or something, right? I cannot stand the way sounds and music in old movies like that, old animated movies. I can't stand the way it sounds. You kind of get it because you hate any Nintendo official Mario. But it's crazy because that music is so damn good. No, that music is awful. So, before the start of every stream, I pick out a song or two, right, to play for the intro. The timer countdown, right? And I don't just pick at random. I pick a song that I like, that sounds good, and I pick something that's relevant to the game we're going to be playing, or something, or just, you know, fitting for the mood I'm in, right? And I listen to a bunch of winter music for this stream. And there was some game that came up, it was like a collectathon game. Right? And I was just immediately like, ugh, this sounds awful. Why would anyone like this? And it reminded me of Banjo-Kazooie. Dude, that motherfucker is not as wide as he looks. Anyway, I don't like hating on things people like, but sometimes you have to. And like I mentioned before, Grant Kirkhope typically makes some very good music. The soundtrack to what's that game? 007 GoldenEye is fantastic. Some of the best music on the N64. Now, if y'all want to hear a hot take that will upset some people, I think the N64 is maybe the worst console that ever existed outside of, like, you know, the old ones like the Atari. The N64 was a terrible console with, like, no good games. Oh, those are spikes. Okay. I did not see the spikes up there. People point to the N64 as like, oh, that was my childhood. I loved Ocarina of Time and Banjo-Kazooie and GoldenEye. And here I am, just like, GoldenEye's not very good. Ocarina of Time is the most okay-ish game I've ever played ever. And I've already talked about how I hate Banjo-Kazooie, so... But like the Pokemon Stadium games, I've never played the Pokemon Stadium games. They look like Pokemon, but less fun. If I'm being quite honest. Pokemon, but there's no world to explore, and you're just doing the battles. Okay, so it's the worst part. The original Smash Bros. Okay, see, I have a soft spot for the original Smash Bros. I do like that game. But one game does not a good console make. You probably hate it too, but DK64, I have never played nor watched DK64. Looking at it, it looks bad. The battles are the fun part of Pokemon? What the hell? No. 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 What? The battles are the worst part of Pokemon. Catching the Pokemon and exploring the world is the most fun part. Pokemon's battle system is like baby's first RPG. I jumped right into that. I jumped right into that. We've had this conversation before. I think we have. Look, when I play a new Pokemon game, I want to see new Pokemon forms that look cool. Not even new Pokemon forms, new Pokemon that look cool. Right? I want to go around the world and, like, collect things and whatnot, and then beat the story and be done. Because whenever I'm doing battles, I'm just like, I could be playing, like, any number of JRPGs with turn-based combat that are just more fun. So many people I knew, when Sword and Shield came out, they... you know, built their team of 6 or whatever, and then they did tons and tons and tons of the raids, and I just did like 3 or 4 raids, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go collect all 300 Pokemon that are in this game and then be done. And that's what I did. I collected everything, and I moved on. You like doing Battle Tower, min-maxing a cool team, and battling people with it? Yeah, no, I don't like doing that at all. Okay, now we wait for these. And there we go. Oh, that's 3 out of 5, not 0. Problem is that Pokemon battles are most fun when they're double battles. Oh, see, actually, I do quite like double battles. Double battles, and the rotating battles from, like, Gen 5 or something, I like. Just because they're a little more dynamic. And I have had more fun with Pokemon in recent years when I turned to set battle instead of switch battle, where like you have to use the Pokemon that you're currently using when an NPC swaps Pokemon, right? You have to stick with the one you currently have. I like that. But Pokemon always has these gimmicks that are interesting for like one generation, and then they toss them out the window because everyone hates them. Because there's like, this is a Pokemon. I don't want to have to rotate between 3 Pokemon and guess which direction the other person's gonna rotate and plan accordingly. No, that sucks ass. But yeah, single battles just turn into one-shot your opponent or they one-shot you. That's basically what it feels like a lot of the time, yeah. At least in the, like, base game. But, again, why would I do that when, like, I could just go play... Literally name any turn-based RPG. I could just go play Baldur's Gate. I could just go play... I'm trying to not name, like, the ones I always name, like Final Fantasy VI or whatever. But I could just go play that instead. Anyway, on to level 4. The North Pole! Except for the part where there isn't PvP in those games yet, but turn-based PvP sucks ass. Streamer just hates using his brain. No, I like using my brain. I just don't like when it's like... I just don't like all the random bullshit that's in those games. When you... Turn-based shit, there's so much random bullshit that you have to put up with, and I don't like that. In PvP. And trust me, the world is better off with me not enjoying turn-based PvP, because I would absolutely just be the type of person that just stalls. 100% my strat would just be use that one move that, like... You throw a bunch of, you know, gravel on the floor, and your opponent has to deal with that bullshit. The only reason you would do that is because you hate it? No, the only reason I would do that is because I am the type of person that enjoys making other people hate things. And if I'm not gonna win, which, you know, might as well make it miserable for you too. This is why, in the past, I have convinced people you don't want me to play Magic the Gathering with you. And they're like, but come on, you could have so much fun. I'm like, I could have so much fun, but you, I guarantee you would not be having fun. And you're like, why? I'd be like, okay, so does this game have a stall tactic? And they're like, yes. I'd be like, well, how much fun is it for you to go up against my deck that is just stalling? Bop would use a mill deck. I don't know what that means, but if it means that I'm wasting 40 minutes of your time every time we play, yes. I was gifted with patience. I have always been a very patient, very stubborn person. So I don't mind wasting 40 minutes. When we play Deadlock and someone leaves and abandons, my first thought is, well, I'm in it for the long haul. I don't care if my teammates are afraid. I don't care if my teammates think, oh, well, we're gonna lose guaranteed anyway. Might as well just leave now and save time. No, I'm a stubborn stubborn asshole. I'll be like, well, I'm not just gonna give it to these people on the other end for free. I'm gonna make them play it out to the end. Oh, I am supposed to go on that one. Yet, that situation literally came up last night. And you fucking didn't say anything when I asked. I don't remember what you asked, but in case you don't recall, last night, in our Deadlock game, those two people left, and I was the last person to leave the game. I'm not gonna make my my teammates miserable, right? Like if there was some sort of like co-op trading card game, right? I wouldn't use a stall deck if I was playing on a team with another person, but only in PvP 1v1 sort of situations. How would I know that I was the last person? How would you know that I was the last person to leave if you weren't in the game anymore? I mean, the fact that I wasn't in the lobby yet. There are 2v2 modes in Magic. Okay, good for it. I still don't want to play Magic because I hate cards, but if for some reason you ever saw me playing 2v2 playing Magic and it was the 2v2 modes, I would do my best to make it a fun game for my teammates. There's also 1v1v1 modes. Wait, so I can make 3 other people miserable? Now that sounds appealing. If your goal is to make 3 people in a 4-player game miserable, that will quickly turn into a 3v1. Well, I mean, good for them. If that's what it would turn into, then that's a-okay with me. You really, really don't understand how my mindset works here, okay? I do not want to win the card game. I want other people to lose the card game. Or to at least feel like they're losing. Currently debating if you should build a deck with your Emmett Selk card your friend got you for your birthday. Top is either a blue stall deck or a white healing deck. Again, I don't know what those things mean. I don't know how they work. I have never put any serious time into a PvP card game. Because I just don't like all the random bullshit that you have to deal with. Like, I played Inscription a while back, right? I had a good time playing that, but I still absolutely hated the aspect of like, oh, well, I didn't pull this one card. That's too bad. Guess I'll just lose. Oh, I bounced on it twice. That's what the 2 coins mean. I'm being awfully mean to these penguins. Oh, again, I'm supposed to bounce twice there. You know, all this talk about the mean things I would do in games I don't play. Certainly not putting me in the Christmas mood. Oops. You can still make that, wow. That was impressive. Toot my own horn there, but... Where's your redeem that just makes everyone have to cat jam? Like, what do I call that? Mr. Bop Jam, yeah, that's what it... How would that work, Lorelai? Everyone always has these great, grand ideas about point redeems thing, and then I ask, okay, but how? How? And they're just like, I jumped too early. You're just gonna stockpile a bunch of channel points for a while. Any particular reason? Damn it, jumped a little too early again. Power. Okay, fair enough. Nope. Slipped right off that platform. Swap chat to emote only. Ban anything that isn't cat or Mr. Bop Jam. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over well, Lorelai. Like, oh, first time chatter just putting an emote because it's emote only. Goodbye. Damn it, I keep jumping too early. Channel points redeem. Nopers. Donation goal for more emotes by you. Yeppers. Nodders. Not Yeppers. Is Yeppers a thing? I feel like Yeppers is a thing somewhere. Nodders. If y'all haven't realized, I don't use emotes. Like I don't know the names of emotes because I don't ever use emotes myself. I used fewer than like 300 emotes all year on Discord. All year. No! Okay, cool, we made it. Okay. On to Santa's factory, the last exit of this hack. I was hoping this would be like a 2-ish hour long hack, but that does not seem to be the case. Okay, I thought I could jump on that. I cannot jump on that. That seems to be a background element. Wait, what the fuck am I doing there? Oh, I spin jump on that. Oh! Okay, I see what it's asking me to do. Wait, what the fuck is it asking me to do there? Oh, no, I see what I need to do. The game is asking me to hit this, go down, go up until he... Wait, no. What? Wait, do I need to save my mushroom there? Yeah, I need to save my mushroom. That's what I need to do. Oh, went up too early. And then, yeah, and then I go down there. And I can stand on those candy cane spikes. So you're gonna go down like that, up like that, down like that, up like that, hit this, and then go down and walk on that. Okay. Long streams were good while they lasted. Okay, look, if this hack is done in an hour, if this this level doesn't take me yet another hour, right? Oop, fuck me. Then I have a backup plan. Don't worry. Okay, this is what we do. And then we spin jump there. Okay. I'm not gonna do a 1 hour long stream. That would be incredibly unsatisfying for both you and me. And quite frankly, I just want to. I just want to keep playing video games. Damn it. Those are really small, so they're gonna be hard to balance on. Ah! I couldn't tell what it needed me to do because those ice blocks there to the right kind of blended in with the background. What? Why didn't you bounce? You bastard. A small bounce, even though I was holding the button. Nope, I wasn't holding the button. I let go. I'm stupid. I did the same exact thing right there. What the fuck does it want me to do there? So, this hack has two versions of it, right? There's Mario's Mario's Christmas Adventure, and there's Mario's Christmas Adventure Easy, right? Which apparently just has an easier version of this last level. Okay, so I need to come over here first, and then... Yeah, okay. I can apparently get enough height for the left platform there. Because apparently this last level is, like, a fair amount harder than the first few. We, here on Mr. Bob's stream, we opted to go for the normal version, right? Because I can't imagine it being that difficult. You know? I'm not some sort of Kaizo expert, but I am at least good enough to beat... beginner hacks like this. I jumped way too early. You know, y'all, I was supposed to wake up early today, call my doctor, and also call the person I need to call for my Secret Santa gift, but I can't fall asleep until like 6, 7 a.m. these last few weeks, even though some of these days I've been going to bed fairly early. I can't fall asleep until the early morning, and it's really ticking me off. But I'm running out of time to get my Christmas stuff sorted. You know? Why did I do that? My brain wants to play more Deadlock. Yeah, that's kind of, it feels like my days aren't complete unless I play 6 hours of Deadlock, which is a bad thing. What? Why did you throw that, you bastard? What? I'm so confused about what happened there. I'm holding the button down and the block gets destroyed. But yeah, we do, on Thanksgiving, my family decides gift stuff, right? We do a Secret Santa, where we each just get one person we have to buy a gift for. And Thanksgiving to Christmas is really not that much time to find a gift for some people. For some people, I'm like, instantly I'm like, okay, if I get this person, I know exactly what I'm getting them. But then for others, it's like shit. Is Howard Fing to blame for the Deadlock addiction? Yes. All jokes aside, I'm not really addicted. It's just like, I don't know. It's a nice way to use up any energy, any mental or physical energy that I have at the end of the day to play something like Deadlock. And I had long been searching for a game like that ever since I stopped playing Counter-Strike. What? But yeah, this year I happen to get one of the people that's like on my list for Secret Santa that is just like, man, I don't know what the hell to do for this person. So it's been a bit of a struggle. And I finally came up with an idea, but I don't know if it will work out because it's a time-sensitive thing. And it requires an appointment. So I've only got 2... No, I've only got 3 Christmas gifts. I need to... Fuck me. I need to get sorted over the next couple of weeks. But one of them is... 2 of them I just need to go purchase the gift. And the other one is just like, well, if this one idea doesn't work out, I'm desperate. And unfortunately, every single year we've done Secret Santa now, this is like our 5th year running. Every single year I have gotten someone that's just like, well, I don't know what to get this person. You know? Why do I do that sometimes? Stupid, you must hit the switch. Hit the switch and then go down the pipe. Thank you. Your Christmas gifts are sorted, but you are poor and have too much stuff you need money for. Yeah. Yeah. My family doesn't spend an exorbitant amount of money on Christmas gifts for our Secret Santas, but some of my family members are like living at large, and I am not one of them. I don't like that section. Having to hit that coin to flip the switch. To flip the on-off switch there. And then having to bounce backwards is just... I don't like it. Oh, really? Got too much bounce height there? This section right here is really cool. But this section right after, not a fan. Especially not a fan if I don't get the speed and the height I need to bounce up on there. I will say, though, I vastly prefer doing Secret Santa to what we were doing before, which was just like... everybody... What the fuck am I doing there? Every man for himself, just buy as many gifts or as few as you can, and like... every year I was getting like 6 or 7 different requests. They're like, hey, I bought this thing for so-and-so. Would you, give me 20 bucks and you can get in on it? And it's like, sure. But, I mean, I sure don't feel like I'm participating. I just feel like I'm being drained of my money. There we go. Okay, here we go. Is there... Okay, I was gonna say, is there something that's gonna fall down from up there? There is, it's a spring. Cool. How do y'all feel about ice physics in games? I know a lot of people really, really hate ice physics in games. I tend not to mind them. You know? This ice stuff right here, it's pretty cool. And so long as the level itself is not designed awfully, I don't mind when there's ice in certain games. Ice sucks. And sometimes in some games, like I think it was Mario Galaxy, instead of just having, you know, ice physics, they'll have like skating physics, and skating in games is fun. I really like that. Skating in a platformer game or something like that is like super fun. Okay. Oh, God bless. Was I supposed to bounce on that? Looks like I was supposed to bounce on it. Ice is great, and a precision game is terrible. Okay. That's fair. It really is mostly about it messing with precision that kind of sucks. This setup here is a bit strange. Bounce twice. There we go. I'm supposed to spin jump. Ah! So this game is using normal, like, Mario World language, where, like, yellow coin means regular jump, blue coin means spin jump, but the fact that these blue coins aren't blue coins, they're blue ornaments, and it's a sprite swap, is really throwing me for a loop. Because my brain doesn't see the ornament there and go, yeah, that's what that means. That's a coin. Oh, spin! Spin, you bastard. I have to spin off of Kamek's magic. Ugh. Hopefully that part's not going to be too difficult. But spinning off of Kamek's magic is a bit cruel, if you ask me. Okay, bounce here, bounce here. Yeah, I need to be further to the right at that point. Ah, damn it. I wanted to bounce on Kamek. I wanted to kill them to be like, haha, you fool. You made a fool of me before, but now you're dead. So who's really the fool? But nope, disappeared right before I could land on them. Leave it to Kamek to make a fool out of me. Over and over. Streamer was once again the fool, yeah. It's probably for the best that I didn't actually land on them, because you probably, I was gonna say, need them, yeah. Damn. It wants you to bounce not once, but twice on Kamek's magic. Yeah, I can see how some people might have wanted or needed an easier version of this level, because this is much more difficult than the rest of the hack. Again, not really half as difficult as the stuff we were doing last hack. But definitely more difficult than, like, the second level, for example. The second level was a breeze. Nope, nope, nope. Downwards, thank you. Ooh, ooh. I have never had to do that before, so I didn't know if I could just immediately go from one to the other, or if I had to do a little, like a high bounce to manage the transition. That's cool. Does mean I have to match my speed with them. So I can't just wing it, but you know. Shoot your magic at me. Thank you. Damn it, I just slid off. Just slid off at the very end. Something tells me that's the end of the level, or at least leads to the next checkpoint. Your sleep schedule has been so bad for playing Rivals lately. Didn't even finish the last season's event. Season pass for the last event. Last season's event pass. Okay, that's the words. Those are the words. Hard words. I mean, at least they're like, you can redo them at any point. It doesn't matter if you finish them that season. You can just go back and do them again, right? I haven't finished a Rivals event pass in like 3 or 4 events. You know, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, about how, like, I'm just not playing any... Aside from Deadlock, I'm not playing, like, any PvP games recently. And how I kind of miss the amount of time I was putting into stuff like Street Fighter. But also just how... Okay. Oh, another checkpoint. Just how, what the fuck is that? Oh, is that the goal? I think that might have been the goal. Just how, like, I missed that, but also, like, I don't want to force myself to play anything that's, like, gonna put me in a bad mood, you know? Why did it want me to spin jump there? Deadlock scratches the PvP itch pretty well. No, it didn't want me to spin jump. That was just a shell throw. Deadlock does scratch that itch pretty well, but there's a vast difference in my mind between team-based PvP games and 1v1-based PvP games. You know? Yeah, you get it. That's why you're missing rivals so much. If I'm being honest, I don't really miss rivals that much. It's a fun game that we all played together. I had a good time when we played it, but I don't know. I just wish I had someone to consistently play Street Fighter or Under Night or just anything 1v1 with. Anything 1v1 and more than likely fighting game than anything. It's the satisfaction of doing a combo or landing an anti-air, etc. is just... it's unmatched. You need a PvP game you can be a complete rat at in again? Bro. Disgusting. I say, as I discussed just earlier, how I don't play card games, and it's a good thing because people would hate me for stall tactics. If only you were better at actually practicing fighting games. Well, you see, you can only get better by playing. Well, you can get a little bit better by watching, but you can only truly get better by playing. Anyway, what I was gonna say, I don't think it's like really my own fault that I've fallen off of fighting games recently. I think a big part of it is just like fighting games aren't in a great space right now, in my opinion, right? Street Fighter 6 is boring as hell because they didn't make enough changes to character balance or system balance. Tekken 8 is a mess. City of the Wolves has the same issue as Street Fighter right now, where it's just like, it's been the same game for too long. The balance really has not changed since... I have to be faster than that? Santa, what the fuck? The balance has not changed since the game came out, really? The top 4 characters are still the top 4 characters? Santa, why'd you do this to me, Santa? Wait, okay, I was gonna say how am I supposed to die, but there are spikes to the top right. I'm gonna please check on Lorelei. Her message reads like she's having a stroke. Lorelei, are you okay? Shu, you have... no. I can't even... Can't even pretend to understand what she's trying to say. Shu, you have is faction a single-licious satisfact to stack that up. What? Nope, not spin, not spin, not spin. Oh, Lorelei. I've got some beef with you. I got a bone to pick with you, Missy. I can wait until after we swap to whatever's next, I think, though. Okay. Chat, that was Mario's Christmas Adventure by Saffros. I think it's pretty cute. It was pretty fun. That last level is very good. I'm going to keep streaming. Mario found out that his adventures with his friends are the true gift. Boo! 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 Provide some love for those who need it. Much love to the Super Mario World community. A hack made by Saffros. With graphics by these people. Good job, those people. I can't believe you ruined your hack at the end by saying the friends we made along the way are the true gift. Oh, this is a bop, though. Special thanks to Arion for the credits track. Yeah, this track is pretty banging. GG and Merry Christmas. Anyway, Lorelai, I've got a bone to pick with you because someone pointed out to me that this whole fun fact thing that you've been doing in my chat is in fact not a thing that you do just in this chat, but that you do it everywhere. Because they saw you doing it in someone else's chat. I want to say it was like a Souls streamer or maybe a Dead by Daylight streamer or someone. And I cannot believe that you would do this to all of us. Make us feel special only just to be actually doing this everywhere you go, you know? How could you do that to us? Okay, so chat, I'm of two minds here. Oh, I thought this was death down here. Okay. Fun fact, I never said anything about not providing facts to others. Yeah. Uh-huh. It doesn't matter if you didn't say anything, it just feels slimy. SMH. But okay. Chat, I'm of two minds here, okay? There is, in fact, a Mario's Christmas Adventure 2. Made by the same creator. And we could just go do that. Or we could start up and do a few bosses in the New Game Plus playthrough that I have to do for Elden Ring, which I kind of need to get the ball rolling because I want to start that in January. What do y'all think I should do? I'm leaning towards one thing over the other right now because I'm leaning towards the Elden Ring right now because I'd rather have at least at least 2 streams where I play through Mario-themed Kaizo hacks, right? And not just actually play both of them on the same stream. And also, like I said, I really need to get the ball rolling on that because January is only a few weeks away, and I don't know how much time it's gonna take to go through all this stuff on New Game Plus. But yes, I'm gonna go on a short break, use the restroom and whatnot, and then when I come back, I'll have decided, I guess. So, yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Those are the 2 options ahead of me. Okay, see y'all in a few.